Welcome to World Knowledge Channel. The hidden secrets of the world's billionaires' hidden places always make people curious and eager to explore. Over the decades, the story of invisible treasures, kept hidden in vaults and secret locations, has become a topic of interest to the whole world. But what makes the richest people on the planet decide to bury their assets so that no one can know about them? What prompted them to take such sophisticated security and safety measures? Let's discover together the secrets of where the world's billionaires hide their money through this video. The rich are very familiar with Switzerland, because this place is the main destination for the global rich when they want to store assets abroad. Credit institutions in Switzerland always welcome inflows of foreign private assets, which in 2019 was $2,400 billion United States dollars, accounting for 25% of the world. In addition, in recent years, Singapore and Hong Kong, China, have been the top two destinations to store money for the rich. This is the main place to store money for rich people from mainland China. In 2020, a representative of DBS Bank said that the proportion of cash in the investment portfolios of Asia's super-rich increased to more than 40%. According to DBS Bank, the super-rich are defined as individuals who own at least 30 million Singapore dollars in investable assets, equivalent to 22 million United States dollars. This Singapore-based bank also said that rich Asian people are actively collecting cash to be able to take advantage of opportunities from the financial market and personal assets once the COVID-19 pandemic hits. 19. Cool down. It is known that the total value of assets that DBS Bank is managing has increased by 7% over the same period last year, at 251 billion Singapore dollars, 184 billion United States dollars. Rich Asians have a habit of actively storing cash. Because for the super-rich, increasing the amount of cash ownership is also aimed at improving liquidity, to prevent urgent situations that may occur, especially when the proportion of entrepreneurs among the super-rich in the region is high. Overseas private assets are also deposited in large tax havens such as the Channel Islands and the Isle of Man, British and Luxembourg territories. The US and UK are also on the list at 4th and 8th respectively. In addition, billionaires often invest in real estate, businesses, collect antiques, buy planes and supercars, etc. as a way to accumulate assets. And the fascinating gray area. In addition, Luxembourg also signs tax treaties with a number of countries, including the US, Russia, China and all European Union (EU) member countries. As a result, this small country has become an attractive location for investors looking to reduce their tax burden by setting up holding companies there. In Luxembourg there is this gray area where individuals use companies to store part of their assets. The country has a stable political situation and a very developed legal apparatus, Mr. Jan Fichtner, senior researcher at the University of Amsterdam, Netherlands, specializing in researching foreign financial centers, explained. 1. That's billionaire Bernard Arnault. According to incomplete data, there are more than 140,000 companies registered in this country of only 626,000 people to date. In August 2021, French billionaire Bernard Arnault, the third richest person in the world and chairman of LVMH Group, sold 5.5% of his shares in retailer Carrefour, France, for about 850 million United States dollars. According to annual reports, he owns most of the above shares through Savinia Europe, a company registered in Luxembourg. Mr. Arnault founded Savinia Europe in 2013 and later transferred his shares in Carrefour to the company from another Luxembourg entity, Blue Capital. Blue Capital was also founded by billionaire Arnault to hold shares in Carrefour in 2007. At that time, he bought 9.1% of Carrefour's shares. That is not Mr. Arnault's only asset, deposited in Luxembourg. He currently owns more than 20 entities based in Luxembourg, holding private investments worth 1.6 billion United States dollars, as of December 2020. Mr. Arnault may be the richest person investing through holding companies in Luxembourg, but he is certainly not the only billionaire to do so. Billionaires often use Luxembourg holding companies to invest in assets elsewhere. Some, such as Mr. Arnault and Spanish fashion tycoon Amancio Ortega, hold public stocks, private companies or real estate through holding companies in Luxembourg, thereby benefiting from the host country's dividend tax exemption policy. 2. Billionaire Amancio Ortega, the sixth richest person in the world. Others, such as Russian metals tycoon Mikhail Prokhorov and Italian billionaire John Elkann, own smaller assets such as hotels or are privately held through companies in Luxembourg. Sometimes, they close these companies after benefiting from investments tax-free. For the billionaires mentioned above, the main benefits are being able to reinvest dividends and capital gains into other assets tax-free. According to a tax lawyer in Luxembourg, dividends from companies holding shares in the country are often reinvested tax-free, allowing investors to take advantage of the 100% dividend tax exemption. Meanwhile, setting up a company abroad is not too expensive. For only about $5 to $10 million, people can set up a company and transfer money through it, according to Mr. Tom Townsend, executive director of the corporate transparency nonprofit Open Ownership. In fact, the rich have been depositing assets in places like Luxembourg for decades in ways that are difficult to detect. However, the situation is gradually changing since the Luxembourg government established a public business registry in March 2019 to track the beneficial owners of every company. This move took place after the International Association of Investigative Journalists published the Panama Papers about hiding assets abroad. 3. Billionaire Giovanni Ferrero. Fashion mogul Amancio Ortega owns $3.7 billion in real estate in the United Kingdom through two Luxembourg-based companies. Giovanni Ferrero, Italy's richest man, owns 75% of the family's Ferrero International SA confectionery empire based in Luxembourg. These shares are estimated to be worth about $32 billion United States dollars. Leonardo Del Vecchio, Italy's second richest man, holds the majority of his and his family's net worth, more than $37 billion in public shares, through Delphin S.A.R.L. in Luxembourg. He is said to have earned at least $5 billion in dividends from public stocks through Delphin Company over the past decade and most likely did not have to pay taxes. French billionaire Carrie Perraudot inherited her late husband Hubert's Perenco Oil Company after his death in 2006, owns family investments through several companies in Luxembourg. However, they can choose security vehicles such as international banks, underground treasure troves, investment funds, expensive real estate properties, or even private security facilities. Private. The main purpose of hiding money is to protect their wealth and privacy, so they often choose means with high safety and security. However, exact information about where their money is hidden is often not disclosed to the public. But we can know through these things. 1. Cash and cash equivalents. Many, and perhaps most, millionaires are savers. They spend on necessities and some luxuries, but they save and expect their entire family to do the same. Many millionaires keep a lot of their money in cash or highly liquid cash equivalents. Studies show that on average millionaires can have 25% of their money in cash. Cash equivalents, which are financial instruments that are as liquid as cash, are popular investments among millionaires. Examples of cash equivalents are money market mutual funds, certificates of deposit, commercial paper, and treasury bills. 2. It's real estate. For more than 200 years, investing in real estate has been the most popular form of investment for millionaires to make and keep money. The trend begins with the purchase of a main home and then other apartments, often for renters. After buying some personal real estate, they started buying commercial real estate such as office buildings, hotels, stadiums, bridges and more. Real estate is not an investment to rely on cash for, but it is a profitable investment in the long run because they like passive income and find that real estate provides that. 3. Stocks and stock funds. They invest in index funds and dividend-paying stocks. They like the passive income from stocks just as much as they like the passive rental income that real estate provides. They simply don't want to spend their time managing investments. Super-rich investors can take a controlling interest in one or more large companies. However, many millionaires hold only a portfolio of a few equity securities. 4. Private equity and hedge funds. If you are not a millionaire, you are not participating in a hedge fund or buying into a private equity fund. Public equity is known since its shares are traded on stock exchanges. One of its advantages is liquidity. You can easily liquidate your public equity or stock shares. In the mysterious world of billionaires, hiding assets is not just about protecting one's wealth but also about protecting one's privacy and security. From underground treasures to luxury homes with sophisticated security systems, the secret where the world's billionaires hide their money is a story that constantly attracts the public's curiosity. However, it is important to recognize that wealth is not everything and that respecting each person's privacy is essential. In the end, whether the secret is revealed or not, what matters most is the value and meaning that each billionaire brings to the community and the world around them. If you find the video useful, please share with more people and subscribe to the channel. Like and have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thank you for your interest in following. Hello and see you in the next video.